Marhaba Habibis.
Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Welcome.
To subscribe. Oh, god damn it.
God damn it. Raj.
We're too rusty. All right.
All right, let's do it. All right, you're the one who brings it in. I'll just say marhaba. Marhaba Habibis.
Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. To catch the full episode, go ahead and subscribe to us on our Patreon at patreon.com/Habibi Bros. In the links below. In the links below.
Below, where Dan's mom is. Right below.
May Allah awaken the people and help them to see the evil doings of Israel and the United States.
You're going to hear a lot of calls, as you see from the community to protect journalists, from people saying, show the evidence, prove that there was something happening here, and that these were not just journalists and civilians inside this 12-story building.
Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
What's going on, Habibis? I'm Siraj Hashmi.
I'm Mujahed Kobbe.
And we're the Habibi Bros. Welcome to another episode of Habibi Power Hour Premium. How you doing, Jay?
Not too bad. How about you, sir?
I'm good, man. I am very excited to introduce a very special guest for this episode. Someone we've had on the show before, but it's his first time having a premium episode, which means we can safely say we're finally making money off the Jews again. Let's go.
There we go.
There he is.
There we go.
Noam Bloom, a.k.a. Neon Taster on Twitter. What's happening, buddy?
Hey, guys. What's going on?
Not much, man. Glad we could finally get you back on here. I it's funny. We were talking right before the show about how I thought the last time I had you on was like back in January, but that was only because I had you on for my professional podcast and not, the shit posting of a podcast.
The fancy man podcast.
Yeah. By the way, setup looks very nice. The mic sounds crisp. We love it.
That's good. What was that? Was that? Yeah, that was one of the times that I did your other podcast where I had the wrong mic on, and then I sit down all thrilled to listen to it after it was posted, and 3 seconds in, I'm like, God damn it, I had it. I recorded off the webcam mic. I'm sitting here with a mic that's worth hundreds of dollars and talking, and it's echoey in the room into the tiny mic.
It was that, it's the Siraj boomer effect, my boomerness it's more infectious than Sharia. So
yeah, well, I got some stuff set up here because I'm kind of going back to streaming and stuff. Hopefully, and other things. Yeah, I've been playing some.
Where? Oh my God, Jay!
Jesus Christ!
We finally got the Jew.
Wow.
Oh man, this is just the preview. We're gonna totally get canceled now.
I know
it's gonna happen. I wanted to make sure that at least something.
I love how Neon is looking at it like what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah. No, I mean I like Jay and I've hung out in real life, so
yeah.
I've experienced this.
It's been a while. I think all three of us got together back in 2018, if I'm not mistaken.
Were you at that? Oh yeah, no, that was yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, man, who would have thought we'd be doing this? 3 years later. Hey, who would have thought?
Who would have thunk?
Not me. Anyways, so really want to kick off the discussion, and Noam has been very generous with his time, giving us 69 seconds of his time. Nice. Very nice. Anyways, there's a lot of news happening on the UFO front, so I don't even know where to begin with this because the Pentagon has basically been reporting more and more UFO sightings. There's been a leaked Navy video that's appeared to have shown a UFO flying off the coast of California. And that was recorded in July of 2019. And basically, it was first of all, it appears to show a spherical object flying above the water for a few minutes near San Diego before it vanishes. Military personnel can be heard saying that it splashed. The Defense Department confirmed that the clip was recorded by Navy personnel and said it will be reviewed by the Pentagon's Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force, or UAP. That's what they're calling it now instead of UFO. Jay, are you not wearing pants?
No, I am. I was almost going to fall off the chair again, like I did the other night when we were Twitch streaming.
Anyways, so the video was published a few days before 60 Minutes aired an interview with two former Navy pilots who recalled having been dispatched to investigate multiple anomalous aerial vehicles that descended 80,000 feet in less than a second. The incident occurred off San Diego in 2004, and one of the pilots, Commander Dave Fravor, told 60 Minutes that personnel found what's called a little white tic-tac looking object moving above the water before it disappeared. Seconds later, his ship, the USS Princeton, said the object reappeared on its radar 60 miles away. Now, Neon, obviously, because you look like an alien, this is and same with you, Jay. This is like near and dear to both of your hearts. What have you like found about? And we'll start off with you, Neon. But why is this coming out now? Is it simply because 60 Minutes did like an expose on it?
It's kind of been brewing for a little bit now, for like maybe a year or even a little more, where a few things got declassified, a few like I think there were some like FOIA things that were filed and attempts to get things because some classified material has like a expiration date, but then you gotta still go through the trouble of like filing again. Nobody really wants to just release all this stuff once the expiration date is over.
Right.
And there were organizations, I think like the singer from Blink 182 or something like that, like actually was that his organization was the one that got them to like declassify all these files. Like he's like a hero to UFO people now.
Hell yeah, let's go.
But
all the small things.
Yeah.
That's Blink 182, right?
It's weird. It's weird how like the discourse around it is very different now than it was. Like, so you remember the X-Files reboot where they did like a limited reboot of the X-Files?
Yeah.
I was like super excited about that, big X-Files fan, and it immediately felt like sour to me because, and I can't remember where I said this recently, but I think 9/11 kind of
tends to sour a lot of things.
Well, I'm saying what it did was it made conspiracy theories not fun anymore. Before 9/11, conspiracy theories were a fun thing. And every movie had like the conspiracy theorist friend who was like a kook who lived like in a trailer and knew all about Roswell and knew all about the men on the grassy knoll. 9/11 made that shit not fun anymore. Because now it was about like how America was complicit in thousands of its own deaths and how they weren't even deaths. And because the especially like early days, the 9/11 conspiracies were so crazy, right? And so awful. And
in the early days, I mean, what are we talking? Are we talking like loose change?
Yeah, and like and zeitgeist and stuff like that. And there was like 9/11 in plain sight. This was also the early age of things going viral and people seeing like a video on the internet that was like kind of slickly produced and had like a good quality voiceover and just assuming it was legitimate because of like the production value of it. Right. Including me, by the way, but the difference between, most of us and these people is that like you see a thing and you're like, wow, that's really weird. And then, you later discover what it was and you get off of it. Right. Yeah. You say, oh, this piece of footage looks weird, which by the way, brings us nicely back around to aliens. Video footage is weird. That's also why they're calling it UAPs now and not UFOs anymore. I think it's because there is a theory that some of this stuff is some kind of like atmospheric phenomenon that isn't an actual craft or something like that. Optical illusions and things that happen in weather that are strange, that even an experienced pilot, because the fact that you're an experienced pilot doesn't mean that you can't be fooled by something that looks a certain way, because of like the way optics operate.
Yeah.
Right. I'm an expert dick sucker, and every time I see Siraj's dick, I'm still surprised.
All the small things.